अवतारे लोन भक्तगण आपने आस्वादे प्रेम नाम संकीर्तन दुई हेतु अवतारे लय भक्तगण आपने आस्वादे प्रेम नाम संकीर्तन। हरे कृष्णा। कितने भक्तों को अगर मैं अंग्रेजी में बोलूँगा तो अनुवाद का जरूरत पड़ेगा। ओके, अनुवाद से करते हैं। इधर एनीबडी इज गुड इन ट्रांसलेशन, हिंदी, इंग्लिश टू हिंदी? कौन है? नो उधर पीछे कोई कोई ट्रांसलेशन कर सकता है पीछे? एनी वॉलंटियर्स? सुदामा सकाबुल ट्रांसलेशन कर सकते हैं? हाँ, पीछे तो हिंदी में अनुवाद करना। हाँ, तो जो इधर चरणामृत के उधर श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु दो हेतु अवतरित हुए हैं। दो हेतु अवतारी लय भक्तगण, भक्त के रूप में श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु हैज अपीयर्ड फॉर अपने आस्वादे प्रेम, टू relish himself, love for Krishna, and Nama Sankirtan, and also to distribute the congregational chanting of the holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. To taste the nectar of prema and to distribute the holy names. To taste the nectar, that is his primary reason, and to distribute the holy names is the secondary reason for Lord Chaitanya's appearance. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौर तुषे नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नीलाचल निवासाय नित्याय परमात्मने बलभद्र सुभद्राभ्यां जगन्नाथाय ते नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यस्य कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Wish you happy Krishna conscious New Year. Very good. Gaur Purnima is a new year for all Gaudiya Vaishnavas. How many of you know that? Yes. So today is the day we should make New Year resolutions. We should make new commitments in Krishna consciousness. Other day when His Holiness Indra Maharaj was there, one devotee asked Maharaj, what should we make New Year resolution? He said, last 52 years I am making same New Year resolutions every year to chant 16 rounds and follow 480 principles. He said, there is no need to make any other new resolutions. If you do this resolution nicely, you will perfect your life and go back home, back to Godhead. But this resolution is very wonderful resolution, powerful resolution. So I seek blessings of all devotees so that I can speak something in glorification of Lord Chaitanya for my own purification. I am feeling so happy and excited to see wonderful darshan. How many of you are happy to see this wonderful darshan? I think devotees have worked very, very hard. Our Abhiram Gopal Prabhu, Rupa Gosai Prabhu, and Vrindavan Chari Prabhu, Sri Ram Raghu Prabhu, Sri Nitai Prabhu, and all team, many Matajis, Prabhujis, so many devotees must be working so hard so that Lord is beautifully decorated and everybody gets captivated by His beautiful darshan. Lord Chaitanya has come with His weapon, His transcendental beauty. Just by seeing His beauty, people completely become, they lose themselves at the lotus feet of God. So amazing. And extremely happy to see so many wonderful devotees assembled here to celebrate Lord Chaitanya's appearance. It has become a little hotter. I'm seeing that AC has begun, and especially because of dancing and chanting enthusiastically, a lot of energy is generated. So we see Lord in 1486, Falgun Purnima. So today is the Purnima, Falgun Purnima. Lord Chaitanya appeared to taste the nectar of prema and to distribute the congregational chanting of the holy names, by which everybody else also can taste the nectar of prema. So we see Lord Chaitanya appeared on this day of Purnima, as yesterday His Holiness Bhakti Vignavinasha Narasimha Maharaj was telling. Lord was there in the womb for so many months, 13, 14 months, So 9 months generally child comes out. Sometimes child comes out before premature delivery also happens. But Lord Chaitanya was there waiting for appropriate moment. And when this Falgun Purnima came, and it was also there was a lunar eclipse. Generally in Vedic times, lunar eclipses are not considered very auspicious. And whenever there is some inauspiciousness, people immediately go to Ganga to take bath, and they chant the holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So all the Hindus, in order to counteract the inauspiciousness of lunar eclipse, they were in Ganga bathing and chanting the holy names. And all Muslims, they were making fun of Hindus and chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So everybody chanting. That he considered that as the most auspicious time, and he appeared. So from material calculation, something may be inauspicious. But if anybody remembers Supreme Lord, chants the holy names of Lord, that is the most auspicious. So right from appearance, Lord Chaitanya is teaching the glories of the holy names. And we see when Lord Chaitanya was small boy, Nimai, he had transcendental game. He used to time cry. And when he used to cry, all the ladies nearby, they used to come and they used to try different ways to pacify Nimai. But no matter what they would do, Nimai would keep crying. And when ladies will chant holy name, Hari, Hari, Krishna, Krishna, Govinda, Govinda. Whenever ladies will chant the holy names of Krishna, immediately Nimai would pacify. So Nimai would chant, cry, and ladies would chant, and that was a transcendental game. In this way, Nimai engaged everybody in chanting the holy names of Lord. And later on, we see that Nimai, after the disappearance of his father, he went to Gaya, and at Gaya he met a very great personality, Shri Ishwar Puri, and he surrendered at lotus feet of Ishwar Puri and begged for initiation. And Ishwar Puri gave him initiation. And when he came back after initiation, when he came back, he couldn't talk anything but Krishna. He was earlier teacher, very famous teacher. But then when he was teaching, he was explaining everything in terms of Krishna. He was not able to explain anything other than Krishna. Then finally he said, now I think I have to retire from my teaching job, because, and he told all students that you should go and find another teacher and learn from them. But all students said, my dear my Pandit, we have got such a best teacher. Why would we leave such a teacher? We will also now chant with you. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. In this way, Lord Chaitanya himself got completely drowned in nectar of tasting the holy names. And later on, whole day they used to do Nam Sankirtan, but one time he met devotees and said, why we are wasting our time in sleeping at night? When we are sleeping, it's as good as death, just waste. Let us do Kirtan in night. And then Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started special Kirtans, nocturnal Kirtans in house of Srivas Thakur. And that was only for, select few, only pure devotees of Lord, confidential assets of Lord. And then they started daily program, night Nama Sankirtan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Pious people, they are wondering, we are not getting opportunity to participate in this Kirtan. They are very eager. And later on we see when some situation happened, Chand Kazi broke Danga and tried to stop the Nam Sankirtan. Then Lord Chaitanya called for civil disobedience movement. Prabhupada says first civil disobedience movement. And he called everybody to come with mashal and lighted light, and then lakhs of people joined in public demonstration, in public Harinam Sankirtan. First public grand Harinam Sankirtan led by Lord Chaitanya. And that time we see Kazi's heart was transformed and Kazi gave order, no problem. Henceforward, everywhere devotees can chant holy names of Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. He said nobody would stop this Harinam Sankirtan. And he said not only in my lifetime, but future generations also, all my generations, nobody will create any obstacle in chanting. And there was a written agreement signed by Chand Kazi and gave that written order to everybody. So we see how when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in Navadip, he was spreading this holy names in an amazing way, and everybody was getting intoxicated. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila, there is a wonderful description about how Lord Chaitanya inundated whole world with Nama Sankirtan. Lord Chaitanya came with his assets, Panchatattva. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita, Gadadhar, Shivasadi, Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Sahi Panchatattva mili Prithvi Asiya, Purva Prema, Bhandarer, Mudra Ugadiya, Panche mile lute prema, Kare Aswadana, Yata Yata Piye Trishna, Bade Anukshana. So, the characteristics of Krishna are understood to be a storehouse of transcendental love. Although that storehouse of love certainly came with Krishna when he was present, it was sealed. But when Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came with his assets of Panchatattva, they broke the seal and plundered the storehouse to test the transcendental love of Krishna. The more they tested it, the more their thirst for it grew. So Mahaprabhu and all are said, Panchatattva mili lute prema kare aswadar. They broke that storehouse of love and they started relishing. And more they relished, more they became thirsty. It was not that when they relished, they thought, oh, it's enough now. They became more and more thirsty to taste more and more nectar. Puna puna piya haya maha matta nache kande hase gaya echi madamatta. So puna piya, they drank again and again, and haya manamatta, and they became intoxicated. And in intoxication, they started nache kande hase gaya. They started dancing, they started chanting, they started laughing, they started singing in madness. And in this way, they distributed love for God. Their transcendental way of distribution was by chanting, dancing, singing, laughing. That was their marketing program. Relishing, and just by seeing them relish, everybody was, getting captivated. Patra apatra vichar nahi. Everybody can say. Nahi sthana sthana. Ye jai jaha paye taha kare premadana. This is special Lord Chaitanya. Patra apatra vichar. Did not distinguish who is qualified, who is unqualified. Sthana. He did not see whether this right place or wrong place. He was, and whoever came, he just distributed freely. We see His Holiness Bhakti Chaitanya Swami Maharaj was relating this pastime. How Radharani once went from Barsana to Nandagaon. And she was there for some time. And when she came back, all the Barsana Vasis were asking, how was your visit? Did you like everything in Nandagaon? So Srimati Radharani said, yes, I liked everything in Nandagaon, but one thing I did not like. So Rishabhan Maharaj was surprised. Arey, how is that something you did not like in Nandagaon? So he asked, what did you didn't like? She said, I saw every day Krishna is distributing prasadam. And when Krishna is distributing prasadam, such a big line comes, But then I saw that whenever people are coming with patra, Krishna is giving them prasad. But if somebody is coming without patra, Krishna is not giving. He's saying, get patra, get vessel, then I will give you prasad. So she said, I didn't like that. Everybody should get prasad, whether patra or apatra. So patra means vessel, and patra means also qualified. So this is actually heart of Radharani. She is motherly. love she has for all children, no? Whether qualified or unqualified. She wants that everybody receive mercy. So we see when Krishna appears as Shichadma, he is appearing with the heart of Srimati Radharani. So he doesn't say Patra. He just gives everybody. When Krishna is appearing, Krishna is saying qualification. And Krishna has so many conditions. Krishna is saying Sarva Dharman Pariteja Mam Ekam Sharanam Raja. First you have to give up everything. Then you have to just surrender to me only. And after doing that, what I will do? I will just free you from sin, nothing else. So it's not a very great deal, But here, Mahaprabhu's deal is like he doesn't seek qualified, unqualified. He's just distributing love for God. Not only freedom from sin, but topmost Pancham Purushartha, love for Krishna. So we see another pastime where Sita and Ram were in exile. They were in forest. And Sita saw that Lord Ram is always having his bow and arrows. And wherever some, demon is there, Lord doesn't spare. He's shooting and killing them. So Mother Sita told Lord Ram that, my dear Ram, how heartless you are. You don't spare any demon. You are just killing every demon. Why don't you, give up this bow and arrow. Be little peaceful, So Lord Ram said, I have come here for Dharma Stapana. And in this incarnation, it is not possible for me to give up this bow and arrow. Till I kill all demons, I am not going to spare anybody, But he said, next time when I come as Krishna in Vrindavan, I will not use any weapons. So you want me to give up weapon? When next I come, that time I will not use weapon, especially in Vrindavan. So we see in Lord Ram's pastime, Lord Ram killed so many demons, including Ravana and Kumbhakara and all his assets. But Lord appears as Krishna in Vrindavan. And when Krishna is there in Vrindavan, we see as soon as he is born, it is few days, and he kills big demoness, Putna. And then he is killing Shaktasur, Agasur, Bakasur, Trinavarth, one after another. Later on, practically breakfast, one demon, lunch, one demon, dinner, one demon, So many demons. So, Srimati Radharani one time met Krishna and said, my dear Krishna, what is this? You promise that you will not kill demons in this incarnation. In last incarnation as Lord Ram, you killed so many demons, and I had requested you to not kill demons. But I am saying that you are much more enthusiastic to kill demons. What's the matter? Krishna said, please check the minutes of meeting. Check the resolution, what is written there. He said, I did not say that I will not kill the demons. I said, I will not use the weapons. You had asked me to give up bow and arrow. So I said, okay, I will give up bow and arrow and I will not take any weapon. So he said in Vrindavan, tell me which weapon I have used. How did I kill Putna? I just sucked the milk and killed. How did I kill Shaktasur? I just kicked with my little feet. How did I kill Bakasur? I just tore apart him. How did I kill Trinavarta? I just increased my weight. He fell down. So I never use any weapon, So whatever we have decided, whatever agreement is there, fully fulfilled, Then rather than understand this, it's very difficult to change person. Unless there is heart transformation, external things are not going to work out. So she said, maybe next time when he comes, I should enter his heart and change his heart. Then ये बुरी आदत चला जाएगा. Otherwise, very difficult. So when Krishna wants to appear in Kali Yuga, then Srimati Radharani enters the heart of Krishna. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna with heart of Radha. So Radharani's heart is very merciful heart, very compassionate heart. So in this incarnation, Lord Chaitanya doesn't kill any demons. He kills their demonic propensities. And he's very merciful. Patra apatra vichar nahi, nahi sthana sthana. Jai jaha paye taha kare premadan. That is mercy of Lord Chaitanya. लुटियां खाइयां दिया भंडारे उजाड़े आश्चर्य भंडार प्रेम शतगुण बड़े. And this storehouse of love of God was so amazing that no matter how much this Panchatattva plundered and distributed, more they distributed, it grew hundreds and hundreds of times more. This product is such amazing that you distribute, the storehouse increases 100 times more. In giving, it is increasing. So it doesn't decrease. Like prasad, badaya. Prasad, what he said? Prasad badaya. Badaya means, in Marathi they say prasad vada. This is transcendental. Prasad, if you give, it will increase. It will not decrease. One should not think too much. If I give too much, maybe it will reduce. This is transcendental. More you give, more you will receive. So one should not become little conjuice. One should just freely give. Because Krishna must say, why should we worry? Give it freely. It will it will increase more and more. More you will give, more the storehouse will get filled. So, although the members of Panchatattva plundered the storehouse of love of Godhead and ate and distributed contents, there was no scarcity. For this wonderful storehouse is so complete that as the love is distributed, supply increases hundreds of times. Haribo. So one should not think, अरे बाप रे, इसको भक्त बनाया तो शायद प्रसाद कम हो जाएगा. You'll get 100 times more, don't worry. उच्छलीला प्रेम वन्य चौदी के वेदाय स्त्री वृद्ध बालक युवा सबार डुबाय. In this flood of love of Godhead, it flooded and swelled in all direction, and all young men, old men, women, children, everybody was immersed in chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sajjana Durjana Pangu Jada Andagana Prema Vanyay Dubailo Jagatera Jana. So everybody, Sajjana Durjana. So this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inundated the entire world, whether one is gentleman or Sajjana or Durjana, a rogue, whether he is a lame, invalid or blind. Everybody was inundated with love for Krishna. Jagat dubilo jiver haila bijanasa taha dekhi panchajanir parama ullasa. And because of the extensively drowning of the whole world with this love of God, jiver haila bijanasa, the tendency to enjoy separate from Krishna, that bija, that was destroyed. And then everybody was extremely happy. And seeing everybody happy, all these Panchatattva, members of Panchatattva became exceedingly happy. So whatever their past karmic reaction, everything was burned. Whatever their past sinful desires were, they were burned. Everything was, just by the chanting, everything was taken care. There was no need for anything else. When the 5 members of Panchatattva saw the entire world drowned in love of Godhead and the seed of material enjoyment in the living entity is completely destroyed, they all became exceedingly happy. Yata yata prema vrishti kare panchajane tata tata bade jala vyapitri bhuvane. The more the 5 members of Panchatattva caused the rains of love of Godhead to fall, the more the inundation increased and spread it all over the world. So Krishna consciousness was spreading everywhere and everybody was getting benefited. However, there were some expert people who were running away from this flood of love of God. And who were they? Mayavadi Karmanishta Kutarkika Gana. Mayavadi Karmanishta Kutarkika Gana. Nindaka Pashandi Yata Paduya Adhama. से सब महादक्ष धान पलाइला सई बन्या तासाबारे चुनिते नारिले. So these people, who are the people? The impersonalists, Mayavadis, fruity workers, false logicians, blasphemers, non-devotees and lowest among student community, who were very expert in avoiding Lord Chaitanya's mercy, and therefore inundation of Krishna consciousness could not touch them. Though Mahaprabhu was freely distributing, but these special people, they were very expert in running away from this flood. So Mayavadis, the impersonalist, who considered that Lord's body, Lord's abode and Lord's bhakti, they considered everything to be Maya. So they couldn't take advantage of this bhakti. Karmanishtas, these fruity workers who consider bhakti to be fruity activity. They didn't understand bhakti is transcendental. Kutarkikas means false logicians who think that for devotees to achieve liberation and success in life, they need to understand and get purified by philosophical speculation. This is a false logic. Nindakas, blasphemers who blasphemed and criticized bhakti and devotees. Pashandis means those who considered bhakti to be material. And Adham Paduas means scholars. Adham, lowest scholars who considered bhakti to be material. So these people were running away from mercy. So Lord Chaitanya wanted everybody to take without calling, but these people somehow were escaping. So Lord Chaitanya was thinking how to deliver this Mayavadis and all Kutarkis, Nindakas and all these things. And then he came up with a transcendental idea. What was his transcendental idea? He decided I should take sannyas. He said, because if I take sannyas, all these people will bow down to me out of social etiquettes. If they bow down to me, they will get purified. And in this way, Lord Chaitanya, though he was relishing Krishna consciousness among his very intimate ascets, he had a loving mother, very chaste wife, very, very amazing intimate ascets, Advaita Acharya, Nityananda Prabhu, Shivastak, all this. But Lord Chaitanya decided to leave Navadip, take sannyas. For the benefit of all these envious people and impersonalists and Mayavadis and all these things. And then we see Lord Chaitanya goes to Katwa and takes sannyas from Keshav Bharati. And then actually he wanted to go to Vrindavan, but Nityananda diverted him to Shantipur. Earlier when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Gaya and he took initiation from Ishwarpuri, he became so overwhelmed with love for Krishna, he became mad for Krishna and started running towards Vrindavan. But that time Akashvani happened and he said, my dear Lord, you have not started Sankirtan movement, the purpose for which you have come. So you can come to Vrindavan later, but now you start Sankirtan, please go back. So I had gone back to Vrindavan, Navadip and started Sankirtan. And this time after sannyas he wanted to go to Vrindavan, but Nityananda diverted him to Shantipur. And then we see how in Shantipur he met the devotees. And then that time he met Mother Sachi, and Mother Sachi requested that instead of going to Vrindavan, better you go to Jagannath Puri. And he said in Jagannath Puri and Navadip, they are like two rooms of the same house. People keep on coming, going. So if you stay in Jagannath Puri, I'll keep on getting news about you. So then Mahaprabhu agrees, and then we see he goes to Jagannath Puri. And first thing he does is he delivers Saram Bhattacharya, who is one of the impersonalists, very famous, powerful. And we see how he wonderfully delivered him. Lord Chaitanya went, and when he first time went to see Jagannath, just by seeing the transcendent beauty of Jagannath, he fainted. He became unconscious. And all those security people, they thought, who is this mad man? And they were about to lift him and throw him out. But that time, Sarvam Bhattacharya came. And then Sarvam Bhattacharya checked them. And he said, "Arey, wait." And then he saw that here is a great person having some amazing symptoms. Then he asked them to take to his home. And then he took care of Mahaprabhu at his home. And then later on, Nityananda and all his associates came. And finally, when Mahaprabhu came back to consciousness, Sarvam Bhattacharya asked him to go and take bath and come back for prasad. And Sarvam Bhattacharya showed a lot of affection to him. However, Sarvam Bhattacharya was an impersonalist. And later on, but he was very affectionate to Lord Chaitanya. And he saw he is a young man, 25, 24 years old, so beautiful. So one day, he told Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that, "My dear sir, you are so young and you are so beautiful, and you have taken sannyas at such a young age. It is not easy to maintain sannyas. So I want to teach you Vedanta. If you learn Vedanta nicely, then you will be able to maintain sannyas." So all other devotees, when they heard, they started, especially Gopinath Acharya, started thinking, what crazy thing Sarvam Bhattacharya. Does he know who is Lord Chaitanya? And he's trying to teach him Vedanta. But anyway, Mahaprabhu was very appreciative of Sarvam Bhattacharya. He said, no, he's like my father. He's very affectionate to me. So I'm okay. So then we see 7 days, Sarvam Bhattacharya gave a 7-day course on Vedanta Sutra to Lord Chaitanya. And Lord Chaitanya was just peacefully sitting. After 7 days, Sarvam Bhattacharya was wondering whether he is understanding or not. And then Sarvam Bhattacharya asked Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I am speaking for 7 days, but I don't see any sign on your face. I don't know whether you are understanding what I am saying or not. Are you understanding Vedanta Sutra? After 7 days, first time Mahaprabhu spoke. He said, my dear Sarvam Bhattacharya, Vedanta Sutra is as crystal clear as sun. And I am able to understand everything very clearly. But he said, your explanations are like cloud. They are covering the real meaning of Vedanta. Sarvam Bhattacharya was shocked. And then he said, oh, what do you mean? You have different meaning? If you think this is not right meaning, what I am explaining, please explain. And then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained Vedanta Sutra. And Sarvam Bhattacharya was amazed. And especially Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained how Vedas can be understood by direct meanings, Mukhya Vritti, and then there are indirect meanings, Gauna Vritti, and how Shankaracharya and all, they are taking Gauna Vritti and covering the real meaning. And how Krishna is transcendental, his bhakti is transcendental, how it is so attractive that even liberated people get attracted. And he explained this Atmaram verse. First, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked him to explain Atmaram verse. Sarvam Bhattacharya explained in many ways, 8-9 ways he explained. And then Lord Chaitanya explained further, without touching all the meanings which Sarvam Bhattacharya explained. In 18 ways or something, Lord Chaitanya explained. And then when Sarvam Bhattacharya heard, Sarvam Bhattacharya was the best scholar. He was the number one scholar, Pandit. And when he saw Lord Chaitanya presenting in such an amazing way, he immediately understood this person cannot be human being. He has to be Lord himself. And then he surrendered to Lord Chaitanya. And Lord very mercifully showed him Shadbhuj form, transcendental form. 2 hands of Krishna, 2 hands of Lord Ram, and 2 hands of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as sannyasi. And then we see how Sarvam Bhattacharya became great devotee. Later on we see how when Lord Chaitanya was on the way to Vrindavan, he came to Kashi, Varanasi. And in Varanasi, he chanted and danced. He met his devotees, Tapan Mishra, Chandrasekhar, and other devotees. But sannyasis of Kashi, Varanasi, they were criticizing Mahaprabhu. They were saying, what kind of sannyasi is this thing? Instead of studying Vedanta and instead of meditating, he's just chanting and dancing like madman, like a sentimentalist. But Lord Chaitanya did not pay attention. He just went forward to Vrindavan. But when in return, when he came, he stayed more than 2 months in Varanasi. He stayed in house of Chandrasekhar Acharya, and every day he used to go to Tapan Mishra's home for prasad. And for 2 months he instructed Sanatan Goswami there. That time, one day, Tapan Mishra and Chandrasekhar, they came to Lord. They said, my dear Lord, it is unbearable for us to stay in Varanasi. Because here, everywhere we go, as soon as we go out, we are just hearing blasphemy about you. Everybody is blaspheming you, criticizing you. And it's very difficult to tolerate. You do something. We have to live here. We can't live in such a situation. So Lord Chaitanya understood, and then he decided to transform the sannyasis of Varanasi. So by Lord's inconceivable arrangement, same time, one Maharashtrian Brahman came. Maharashtrian Brahman was also a great devotee of Lord Chaitanya. But he was also greatly pained by hearing blasphemy about Lord Chaitanya. So he had devised one plan. He thought, if these Mayavadis somehow get personal association of Lord Chaitanya, and if they see Lord Chaitanya, they will see his transcendental qualities. And just by seeing and experiencing transcendental qualities, they will be convinced that he is Supreme Lord, and they will surrender to him. But somehow I have to arrange that meeting. So he was thinking how to arrange that meeting. So he invited all the Mayavadi sannyasis headed by Prakashan service to his home for prasad. And then he came to Lord Chaitanya and he said, my dear Lord, I know that you generally do not eat with Mayavadis and you avoid them. But I have a special request, Please, I invited them to my home for prasad. You also come for prasad. So Lord Chaitanya, generally would never go and ask it, but then because he saw this, his devotees are feeling great pain, to reduce their pain, then he agreed to go for prasadam at Maharashtrian Brahman's home. So when we see this pastime is elaborately explained in Adi Leela, 7th chapter, how when Lord Chaitanya went to Maharashtrian Brahman's home, he saw already Prakashan Sarvasthiti on brick sannyasis had already assembled. So immediately he offered dandavats to them. Mahaprabhu not only spoke the words Trunadapi Sunichena Taraya Sanshna Amanina Mandena Kirtan Sada. Actually in his life we can see how he is a sannyasi, great scholar, Pandit, but still when he saw Prakashan Sarvaswati and also immediately offered dandavats. So Prabhupada says, even if we see Mayavadi sannyasis, we should offer them dandavats. We should not think that they are Mayavadis. We should honor and respect everybody, including Mayavadi sannyasis, following footsteps of Lord Chaitanya. And then Lord Chaitanya washed his feet, and then he sat there only, where he washed the feet, at the corner in the entrance of the house. And when he sat there, Lord Chaitanya, he manifested his transcendental mystic powers, showed his beautiful bright effulgence. Lord Chaitanya Krishna himself, source of all Brahman effulgence, he manifested his effulgence. And when Mayavadis saw that bright effulgence like millions of sun, they were struck with wonder. What a effulgent personality is this. They naturally develop respect. This all Mayavadis are no, impersonal worshippers, when they saw the impersonal effulgence coming out of Lord Chaitanya, they were so attracted. Immediately, the chief of Mayavadis, Prakashananda, stood up from his sitting place and went towards Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and said, "My dear sir, why are you sitting down? Please come and sit with us." Lord Chaitanya said, No, actually, all of you are great sannyasis. I am not very qualified. Though I am sannyasi, I am from low grade sannyasi. Or you are high grade sannyasis. No, I am not worthy of sitting with you. So, but still, Prakashan Saraswati forcefully lifted him up out of great respect and made him sit. So, just say, because of devotees' mercy, Mayavadi sannyasis were getting mercy. And then we see here, Prakashan Sir volunteered to do some seva. If anybody's deliverance happens, we see the root cause of it is actually devotee's desire. When devotee's desire, somebody should become devotee. No matter who he may be, no matter how fallen he may be, no matter how degraded he may be, no matter how false logician or no matter how big Mayavadi he may be, he will be delivered. And we see Lord and his devotees are very expert, knowingly unknowingly engaging them in service. Anybody does service, their spiritual credits will increase. So knowingly unknowingly, Prakashan Saraswati did some service to Lord Chaitanya, made him sit, offered respect and all this. And then, because this Mayavadi, just by seeing the beautiful form Lord and beautiful effulgence Lord, they were mesmerized, they were very captivated, very attracted. So they became respectful. And they started speaking to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That said, my dear Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we understand that your name is Sri Krishna Chaitanya and you have taken sannyas from Keshav Bharati. So you are sannyasi from our sampradaya only, Shankara sampradaya. So, but we say that you do not associate with us. We are sannyasis, you are sannyasi. But we say that you avoid even seeing us. What's the matter? And also, being a sannyasi, it's surprising that you are chanting and dancing in streets, just like fanatics, just like a sentimentalist. Why do you abandon duties of sannyasi to do meditation and study Vedanta? These are the sole duties of sannyasi. You have given up that and you are just chanting, dancing like a sentimentalist. Can you please explain this to us? You look as brilliant as Narayan. But you have adopted very low class behavior. So that is, very confusing to us. So, can you please explain? Then, Lord Chaitanya spoke very sweetly. In the beginning, these Mayavadis were very attracted by his beautiful form. And then later on, Mahaprabhu started speaking very sweetly. And they became captivated by his sweet words also. Then Mahaprabhu said, my dear Prakashan Saraswati and all greatly exalted sannyasis. Actually, when I got initiated, my spiritual master saw me and he said that you are a fool and you are not fit for studying Vedanta. And my spiritual master said that you just simply chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. The chanting is the essence of all scriptures. And simply by chanting, you will be delivered from this samsara. You will be free from this material existence. And simply by chanting, you will achieve lotus feet of Krishna. Nama vino kale kale nahi ara dharma. Sarva mantra sara nama yahi shastra marma. The essence of all scripture is this holy name. So my spiritual master told me, you just chant Hare Krishna and you will achieve all perfection. And then he told me a very special verse. He taught me one special verse. Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Harer Nama eva kevalam, Kalav nasteva, asteva gatiranyatha. So my Guru told me that there's no other way, there's no other way. Only way to achieve perfection is just Lord. So receiving that instruction from my Guru, I started chanting Hare Krishna. But when I started chanting Hare Krishna, somehow or other, I lost myself. I started crying, I started laughing, I started dancing, I started singing like a madman. And I thought that the chanting is covering all my knowledge, spiritual knowledge. I am getting confused and bewildered. So I went to my spiritual master again and fell at his feet and asked him, my dear spiritual master, Kiba mantra dila gosai, kiba tarabal. Japai te mantra rila pagal. I asked my spiritual, what kind of mantra have you given? Japite, mantra karila pagal. This mantra is making me mad. So, when my spiritual master heard my situation, he was very pleased. He said, my dear son, this is the result of chanting Hare Krishna. Anybody chants Hare Krishna purely, immediately love for God, love for Krishna is awakened in his heart. And when love is awakened, he incessantly cries, laughs, he becomes blessed by Krishna's mercy, and he becomes ecstatic with love for Krishna. This is actually Pancham Purushartha. There are 4 Purushartha, Dharma, Artha, Kam, Moksha. That is not real goal of life. Real goal of life is to achieve love for Krishna, which is Pancham Purushartha. And just by the chanting Hare Krishna, you achieve this Pancham Purushartha. Pancham Purushartha, Premananda Amrita Sindhu, Mokshadi Ananda Jara, Nahe Eka Bindu. This Pancham Purushartha, love for Krishna, is like ocean, and one experiences ocean of happiness. And this moksha and other things, they are not even like a bindu in front of that. So, my dear child, I am so grateful to you for chanting and developing this love for God. So, Ishwar Puri becomes very pleased with Lord Chaitanya. Prabhupada writes in the purport that when the spiritual master sees disciple chanting very nicely and advancing in spiritual life and developing love for Krishna, he becomes very obliged to disciples. He becomes very happy with disciple. Yes, there are many wonderful services one can do, but if one does the service of chanting Hare Krishna purely and develops love for Krishna, spiritual master becomes obliged to such a person. Krishna name je ananda sindhu aswadana brahmananda tare age khotodaka shama. So this Krishna bhakti, Krishna Nam, by chanting holy names, one get ocean of happiness. But all other happiness, even happiness liberation, is like water containing hoof print of calf. So when Mahaprabhu was explaining this, all Madhavas who were hearing, hearts were getting transformed by sweet words of Mahaprabhu. And then later on Mayavada asked, my dear Shri Chaitanya, we understand that now by mercy of your Guru, you have become great devotee of Lord Krishna. So we have no objection for you are becoming devotee of Krishna. That's fine, you can be devotee of Krishna. But we want to know, why do you avoid us sitting with us and discussing Vedanta Sutra? What is fault in it? So Mahaprabhu saw their mood had changed. Then Mahaprabhu said, he smiled and he said, if you don't mind, can I say something about Vedanta philosophy? They said, oh, why not? We are very much, just by seeing your beautiful form and just by hearing your sweet words, we have experienced transcendental joy. And we definitely understand that whatever you speak will not be unreasonable. So you can frankly speak, no problem. And then Lord Chaitanya starts saying that, he said the Vedanta Sutra is spoken by Lord Narayan himself in form of Vyasadeva. Vyasdev is literally incarnation of Lord. Vyasdev is not a conditioned soul like ordinary human beings. He is Supreme Lord himself, and he is free from all mistakes. So his writings are perfect. So Vedanta Sutra written by Vyasdev is perfect. However, he said we should understand Vedas and Vedanta Sutra as per Mukhya Vritti, direct meanings. Absolute truth is described in Upanishad and the Vedanta Sutra, but the verses must be understood as they are, Mukhya Vritti. And he said, unfortunately, Shankaracharya has described all Vedic literatures in terms of Gaur Vritti, in direct meanings. One who hears Sharika Bhashya and all Shankaracharya's teachings, Hoile Sarvanasha, Mayavada Bhashyas, Hoile Sarvanasha. He said Shankaracharya has promoted this Mayavad, and anybody who hears this, he will be Sarvanash. And he says, however, there is no fault on Shankaracharya. Shankaracharya is incarnation of Lord Shiva. He is just executing the order of his master. He said how Supreme Lord Vishnu ordered him to preach this Asat Shastra, Mayavada Bhashya, just to bewilder atheist. He said how initially, as Kali Yuga progressed, people got degraded and they started using Vedas and sacrifices their own sense gratification. In name of sacrifice, they started animal killing. So Supreme Lord himself came as Buddha and he stopped sacrifice. But when Supreme Lord said stop sacrifice, they were saying no, it is the verdict of Vedas that we should do sacrifice. Then Supreme Lord said, forget Vedas. They said, Vedas? How can we forget Vedas? They are word of God. Buddha said, there is no God, forget God. First you become non-violent. Ahimsa paramo dharma. So he said Supreme Lord himself came and rejected God, rejected soul, rejected Vedas and established voidism. Everything is zero. And then he said, Lord sent Shankaracharya to uplift people from voidism from void to oneness. And for that he asked him to preach this Asat Shastra, Mayavada Bhashya. And then Lord Chaitanya explained how everything about Lord is spiritual. Lord and Lord's body, there is no difference. Lord is transcendental, Sachidananda Vigra. And Lord is filled with all opulences, Shad Aishwarya Purna. And nobody is equal to Lord and greater than God. So, his body, his opulence, his paraphernalia is transcendental and is full of spiritual potencies. However, Mayavad philosophy says that he has no form, Nirakar, and that all these are merely transformation of material mode of goodness. So, this is greatest blasphemy to Supreme Lord. So, then Lord Chaitanya further explains how Supreme Lord has para prakriti and apara prakriti, spiritual potencies and material potencies, and how jivas are energies of Lord, and how jiva can never become God. So, in this way, Lord is always master and jiva is always servant. Jivera Surupoi, Krishnera Nitya Das. And then he explained how Shankaracharya, this world is transformation of Lord's energy. That is what Vyasdeva has explained. That is called as Parinamvad. Everything is Parinam, is transformation of Lord's energy. But Shankaracharya, he presented that Vyasdeva is bewildered, and he said Vyasdeva is wrong. And then he promoted his own philosophy, or like Vivartavad. Vyasdeva is not wrong, Vyasdeva is perfect. But it was Shankaracharya who, on order of Supreme Lord, misinterpreted. And he said that he presented Vivartavad, that how everything is Maya, that individual identities of living entities and material world are illusory. Ultimately, everything is one. But now we are seeing difference and this world and all, the Brahma Satya, Jagat Mithya, everything is one, and all this Jagat and all these identities are Mithya. So he explained this Vivartavad. However, Mahaprabhu said, just see in this world, everything is transformation of energy of Lord. So, sun, the energy is sunlight, light and heat. Energy and energetic. Energetic and energy cannot be separated, but still energy is different from energetic. And he explained that what is illusion? Illusion is when a self, soul thinks himself to be body. That is illusion. When one material, to think oneself to be material, that is illusion. Not that identity is illusion. And then he explained that we see, even in material world, we see touchstone. When it touches any item, it becomes gold. When touchstone touches iron, it becomes gold. But touchstone doesn't change. Touchstone remains touchstone. Similarly, Supreme Lord, from him, so many universes may come, but Supreme Lord doesn't change. Supreme Lord is complete and perfect. He is spiritual, transcendental. Om Purnamada Purnavidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishya. Lord remains complete and perfect. It's not that Lord transforms himself. Lord always remains complete and perfect. So, Lord is not Maya. And all transformation happening is energies of Krishna. And then he explained how this Omkar is the basis of all Vedic vibration. And Omkar is Mahavakya in the Vedas. But how this Shankaracharya has, instead of Omkar, he has made Tattvam Asi as the Mahavakya. I am that. But actually that is not Mahavakya. Tattvam Asi is not the complete explanation of Vedic knowledge. He said Omkar is a Mahavakya. And then he explains how same Omkar, then Lord explained Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagwan, how Bhagwan manifests in Lord is complete and perfect. So in this way, Lord Chaitanya tried to explain that how Shankaracharya has misrepresented by focusing on Gaur Vritti and refuting all Vedic literatures and giving wrong meaning. So then when all the Mayavadis heard this, they were very amazed. They later on said, my dear Chaitanya, we actually have no quarrel with your refutations, for you have given a clear understanding. Because when you are explaining, we are able to understand everything perfectly. We know that all this word jugglery springs from imagination of Shankaracharya, but because we belong to this sect, we accept it, although it does not satisfy us. Now, we want to know much better understanding from you. So we understand that there is a gown meaning he has made, and actually we also were not convinced and we also were not. But now what you are saying is making great sense. So can you please elaborately further explain? Then Lord Chaitanya explained directly the direct explanation of Vedanta Sutra in terms of Sambandha, Abhidheya and Prayojan. He explained how everything in Vedas, there are three subject matter in the Vedas, that is Sambandha Gyan, Abhidheya Gyan, Prayojan. Sambandha Gyan, to understand Lord is supreme and we are his eternal servants. Maya Vansha Jiv Loke Jiv Bhuta Sanatana. And how Abhidheya, the eternal constitutional duty of all living entities to serve Lord, do devotional service, bhakti to Lord. And Prayojan, ultimate goal of life is to develop love for God. So in this way, Lord Chaitanya described it. And after that, all the Mayavadis were very happy. पंचम पुरुषार्थ से प्रेम महाधाम कृष्णेर माधुर्य रस करय आस्वादन प्रेम है ते कृष्ण है निज भक्त वास प्रेम है ते पाय कृष्णेर सेवा सुख रास. So how prema is ultimate goal, prayojan. So these three subjects are explained in Vedanta Sutra. And form the culmination of entire Vedanta philosophy. So then Mayavadi spoke. Hearing this, they spoke very humbly. Oh, my dear Lord, your Vedic knowledge personified, Vedmaya Murti, and directly Narayan himself. Kindly excuse us for our offenses of criticizing you previously. So from that moment, their minds were changed, and on the instruction of Lord Chaitanya, they started chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Then all of them had a nice prasadam at the house of Maharashtrian Brahmin, and after taking prasad, Lord Chaitanya left to his place. And then after Lord Chaitanya left, one of the disciples of Prakashana stood up and he started glorifying Mahaprabhu, that how he very wonderfully explained the teachings, how all the doubts are cleared, and how he understood that this Parinam Vad is misinterpreted by our Shankara Acharya, and how he explained. So he spoke that how the words of Lord Chaitanya are so crystal clear and all this thing, and glorified. And after that, Prakashananda Saraswati also stood up and glorified Lord Chaitanya. And this Maharashtrian Brahmin who was there, he heard all this glorification and he was so happy. Earlier they were blaspheming, now they are glorifying Lord Chaitanya. So this Maharashtrian Brahmin became very happy. Later on, Maharashtrian Brahmin left their place after the sannyasis left, and he went to tell Mahaprabhu and what he heard, what was the discussion among the sannyasis. Mahaprabhu, after taking bath, he was going to Bindu Madhav Mandir. And then after taking darshan, Mahaprabhu started kirtans along with Sanatan Goswami, Chandrasekhara, then Tapan Mishra, Paramananda, Kirtaniya, all this, they started doing kirtans. And then we see that Prakashan Saraswati and all of them came and offered obeisances to Lord Chaitanya. Prakashan Saraswati came and fall flat at lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya and clasped lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya was surprised. He said, "Oh, you are a Jagat Guru. How can you fall flat at my feet?" He said, "I am a very low person." And immediately lifted him. He said, "I am not even equal to your disciple, You are so great. And you are touching my feet. It is not appropriate for you. I am a very lowly person compared to you." And then Prakashan Saraswati said, "No, my dear Lord, I know you are Supreme Lord yourself, and there is no comparison between a Jiva and Supreme Lord." And he said, he narrated the past time, how one time when Krishna and all Vrajavasis had gone out, and one night when they were staying on the bank of Yamuna, one big snake came and started engulfing, swallowing Nanda Maharaj. And Nanda Maharaj was being swallowed by that snake. Immediately Nanda Maharaj cried out, "Krishna, Krishna!" And when Krishna immediately came, and when Krishna touched his feet to the snake, immediately snake was delivered. That snake was transformed into Vidyadhara, Sudarshan named. And he told how he had offended Rishi and he was cursed to become snake, and now by the touch of lotus feet of Krishna he was delivered. So Prakashan Saraswati said, "I am also like that snake, completely contaminated, but now by touching your lotus feet I am delivered." And he said, "Please forgive me, I have blasphemed you, criticized you." And then and Lord Chaitanya was and then he started glorifying Lord Chaitanya, how you are Supreme Lord. And then Lord Chaitanya said, "No, Jiva can never become Supreme Lord." And he was trying to, because this Mayavadis are always, you are God, I am God, everybody is God. So Mahaprabhu really wanted to make them understand that Jiva cannot become a God. And then there again Prakashananda Saraswati appreciated his teaching, and then he again asked some questions. He said that, "My dear, can you explain further? You explained a little bit of Vedanta Sutra through direct meaning, but can you give some commentary on it? You can further elaborate on it." And Mahaprabhu explains how actually Vedvyas himself has given a commentary on Vedanta Sutra. That is Srimad Bhagavatam. He said this Omkar is the Mahavakya, and then further is elaborated in Gayatri Mantra, and further in form of Srimad Bhagavatam. So he said Srimad Bhagavatam is actually a natural commentary on Vedanta Sutra. And then he explained how Supreme Lord instructed Brahma with first Chatushloki, and then Brahma instructed that to Narad Muni, and Narad Muni further instructed to Vyasdeva, and then Vyasdeva in his maturity he wrote Srimad Bhagavatam, and in Srimad Bhagavatam also there is Chatushloki. So Lord Chaitanya explained that Chatushloki, how this is very, actually I had read from Bhagavatam that Chatushloki, but it was so difficult to understand, but in Chaitanya Charitamrita it becomes very easy to understand. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur also, he writes, earlier he had read Bhagavatam and he understood something, but after reading Chaitanya he said, I understood Bhagavatam very nicely. No? So because Chaitanya Charitamrita, by the teaching of Lord Chaitanya, everything becomes very crystal clear. Even very difficult things become very so Lord Chaitanya has explained things so amazingly. So Lord Chaitanya explained him this Chatushloki Bhagavatam. Aham evasam evagre nanyad yad sat asat param pashyat aham yad etacha yo avishito so asmiham. So Lord Chaitanya is saying, here we see aham evasam evagre. So in that verse it said, I was there in the beginning of the creation. I am there, only I am there in the creation, and after creation get dissolved, only I remains. So he said 3 times aham aham he said. When we say I, what does that mean? I mean personality. There's no question of impersonality. So 3 times it is stressed. Aham, aham, aham. Lord is saying, I, before this creation, I am there. In the creation, I am there. And after the creation gets unmanifest, I remain. So Lord Chaitanya explained how everything is, Lord is personal. And Lord explained this Sambandha Gyan, Abhidheya Gyan and Prayojan Gyan through this Chatushloki Bhagavatam. So time is getting up, so I'm just cutting short the things. So it's very in a simple form. So he says, before the creation, Lord is there. In creation, whatever there is nothing but transformation, Lord's energy only. And then when Lord unwinds the creation, Lord remains. So Lord is eternally staying in spiritual world along with assets. And this material world is created and manifested, unmanifested. But eternal spiritual world eternally remains. And Lord is eternally performing his pastime. These things nobody can understand unless one approaches a bona fide spiritual master. So Lord Chaitanya said, so he explained this 4 Chatushloka verses in that way, Sambandha Gyan, Abhidheya Gyan, Prayojan Gyan. And one cannot understand this unless one approaches a bona fide spiritual master coming in parampara. If one tries to understand on his own, either he will become atheist or he will become impersonalist. So in this way, this Prakashana Saraswati was so excited, and then immediately Prakashana Saraswati and all, they joined Mahaprabhu in chanting and dancing. And when all the Mayavadis joined Kirtans, when practically whole Varanasi people, they joined Kirtans. And since then, practically lakhs of people started coming to. Then Mahaprabhu thought, now it's not a fit place to stay here, now I have to go back. And after a few days, Mahaprabhu left. And Mahaprabhu was thinking, Arey, I came here with so much of goods, but there was no customer. Finally, I distributed free of cost. So now I am able to go happily without carrying the burden. And I will just speak few verses which comes in the 25th chapter of Madhya Leela end. Krishna Tattva, Bhakti Tattva, Prema Tattva Sar, Bhava Tattva, Rasa Tattva, Leela Tattva Ar. 1 minute, I will just open it in the Vedamis. So Krishna consciousness means understanding the truth of Krishna, the truth of devotional service, truth of love of Godhead, truth of emotional ecstasy, the truth of transcendental mellows, and the truth of the pastimes of Lord. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explains this very nicely. And we see same things are explained by Srila Prabhupada in a very nice way, so that even a simple person can also understand this transcendental subject matter without any complexity. Before coming to Krishna consciousness, I had tried to read so many spiritual books, but whenever I tried, I couldn't understand anything. Hours and hours reading, nothing was understandable, no? And now I feel it was very happy I didn't understand anything. I remember in my 10th standard, 11th standard, 12th standard, I used to go to library and there were all so many books, so many Mayavadi books were there. And I used to read, but nothing was under. But when I read Prabhupada books, it was so simple. We are not this body, we are spirit, soul. We are not God, Krishna is God. And Krishna is of Shad Aishwarya Purna. He is eternal. Whole this creation is coming from Lord. Lord is not different from his, he is spiritual. His abode is spiritual, his name is spiritual, everything. So, all these truths are so nicely explained by Lord Chaitanya and then so nicely presented by Srila Prabhupada in simple English language. श्री भागवत तत्व रस करिल प्रचारे कृष्ण तुल्य भगवत जनैले संसारे. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has personally preached the transcendental truths and mellows of Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam and the Supreme Person Godhead are identical, for Srimad Bhagavatam is sound incarnation of Sri Krishna. So Mahaprabhu especially glorified Bhagavatam to Mayavadis and asked them to take shelter of Bhagavatam. If you want to understand Vedanta Sutra, you study Bhagavatam. And if you want to study Bhagavatam, you should study Chaitanya Charitamrita. And today is a very auspicious day of Gaur Purnima, where we can study Chaitanya Charitamrita, and so here I will read from Krishna's Gaur, just Krishna Lila Amrit Sara Tara Shata Shata Dhara दश दिके वाय जाहे हाईते से चैतन्य लीला हय सरोवर अक्षय मन हंस चराह तहाते. The pastimes of Lord Krishna are the essence of all nectar, and that nectar is flowing in hundreds of rivers in all directions. The pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are an eternal reservoir, and one is advised to let his mind swim like a swan on this transcendental lake. So these pastimes are like ocean of nectar, and our mind can be like a swan on this sarovar. Bhaktagana suno mora dainya vachana Toma samar Toba sabar padadhuli ange vibhushana kari Kichu mui karo nivedana. So Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami is saying, with all humility, I submit myself to the lotus feet of all of you devotees, taking the dust from your feet as my ornaments. Now, my dear devotees, please hear one thing more from me. So taking dust of all feet, Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami is saying, please hear one thing from me. Would you like to hear this one thing? And then I will conclude, okay? Just Krishna Bhakti Siddhanta Gana Yate Prafulla Padmavana Tara Madhu Kare Asvadana Prema Rasa Kumudvane Prafullita Ratri Dine Tate Chara Mano Bringa Gana. So devotional service to Krishna is exactly like a pleasing, jubilant forest of lotus flowers. So Krishna Bhakti is like forest of lotus flowers, wherein there is ample honey. I request everyone to taste this honey. If all the mental speculators bring the bees of their mind into this forest of lotus flowers and jubilantly enjoy ecstatic love of Krishna day and night, their mental speculation will be completely transcendentally satisfied. So no need to too much do speculation. He says your bee mind, the bee of your mind engaged in drinking the nectar of honey of Krishna Katha, especially as given by Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami. Nana Bhaver Bhakta Jana Hamsa Chakra Vaka Gana Yate Sabe Kare Na Vihara Krishna Keli Sumranala Yaha Paya Sarva Kala Bhakta Hamsa Kare Ahara. The devotees who have a relationship with Krishna are like the swans and Chakravaka birds who play in that forest of lotus flowers. The birds of those lotus flowers are the pastimes of Krishna, and they are edible for the swan-like devotees. Lord Shri Krishna is always engaged in his pastimes. Therefore, the devotees following in the footsteps of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can always eat those lotus birds, for they are the pastimes of the Lord. Say Soravare Giya Hamsa Chakra Vaka Haya Sada Taha Karaya Vilasa Kandi Be Sakala Dukha Pai Be Parama Sukha Anaya Se Habe Premolasa. All the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu should go to that lake and remaining always under the shelter of the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu become swans and Chakravaka birds in those celestial waters. They should go on rendering service to Lord Sri Krishna and enjoy perpetually. In this way, all misery will diminish. The devotees will attain great happiness. There will be jubilant love of God. Haribo. Yei Amrit Anukana Tu Mahanta Megha Gana Vishwodhyana Kare Varishana Tate Fale Amrut Fala Bhakta Khaya Nirantara Tara Sheshe Jiye Jagajana. The devotees who have taken shelter of lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu take the responsibility for distributing nectarian devotional service all over the world. So Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami is saying, not only that you relish, you also take responsibility for distributing it all over the world. They are like clouds pouring water on the ground that nourishes the fruit of love of Godhead in this world. The devotees eat that fruit to their heart's content, and whatever remnants they leave, eaten by general populace. Thus they live happily. He's saying you should relish this nectar, oh devotees, and distribute this nectar. Chaitanya Lila Amritpura, Krishna Lila Sukarpura, Duhi Mile Haya Sumudu Sumadurya, Sadhu Guru Prasade Taha Jai Aswade Sei Jane Madhurya Prachurya. The pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are full of nectar, and pastimes of Lord Krishna are like camphor. When one mixes this, they taste very sweet. By the mercy of pure devotees, whoever tastes them can understand the depths of that sweetness. Jelila Amrit Vine Khaya Yadi Anna Pane Tabe Bhaktira Durbala Jivana Yara Eka Bindu Pane Utfullita Tanu Mane Hase Gaye Kara Nartana. So this is wonderful and purport is amazing. So I'll read this translation purport and conclude. Men become strong and stout by eating sufficient grains, but the devotees who simply eats ordinary grains but does not taste the transcendent pastime of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna gradually become weak and falls down from the transcendental position. He's saying that yes, we should eat grains, but not just ordinary grains. We should eat grains of Krishna Katha and Chaitanya Lila, because that will actually nourish us. But if you just eat ordinary grains, and if you don't eat grains in form of Krishna's pastimes, Krishna Lila and Gaur Lila, then one will become gradually weak and fall down from transcendental position. However, if one drinks but a drop of nectar of Krishna's pastime, his body and mind will begin to bloom, and he will begin to laugh, sing and dance. Haribo. So if he release this Krishna Katha, Chaitanya Katha, then we'll bloom, we'll become ecstatic, joyful. Just eating ordinary food will not make us joyful. But if we eat this transcendental food in form of transcendental sound vibration, in form of these pastimes, that will actually nourish our hearts. That will make us happy. And Prabhupada writes, all the devotees, everybody can repeat Purport after me. All the devotees, connected with the Krishna conscious movement must read all the books that have been translated. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and others. Otherwise, after some time, they will simply eat, sleep, and fall down from their position. Thus, they will miss the opportunity to attain an eternal, blissful life of transcendent pleasure. So Prabhupada is giving, he said we should eat grains, yes, nice, but only eating grains is not sufficient. We should eat grains in form of these transcendent pastimes. So therefore Prabhupada is requesting, we should read. Prabhupada has worked very hard to write these books, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita. I just read today. I did not much add from my own side. I was just reading. How did you feel this reading of Chaitanya Charitamrita? So it's just nectarian, isn't it? So Prabhupada is, this Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami is folding hands and he said, please read and relish this nectar. Prabhupada is saying, please read. Otherwise, if you don't read, you'll simply eat, sleep, and fall down from this transcendent position. And we'll miss this wonderful opportunity to perfect our lives and come back to Godhead. So, please, on this special occasion of Gaur Purnima, we can pray to Lord Chaitanya that we can read and relish what gift Srila Prabhupada has given in form of his books. Also, how many of you, since today is Gaur Purnima, I'll speak 1 minute about Chaitanya Charitamrita. How many of you read Chaitanya Charitamrita completely from first the Adi Leela to Antya Leela? Okay. How many of you have Chaitanya Charitamrita? Because if you don't have Chaitanya, you can't read it, no? Okay. How many would like to read Chaitanya Charitamrita? But if you don't have Chaitanya Charitamrita, how will you read? So, how many of you want to have Chaitanya Charitamrita? Don't worry, it's free. Okay. Okay. How many of you want to have Chaitanya Charitamrita? So today is a Gaur Purnima. On this occasion, Prabhu is very merciful and his devotees are also very merciful. So, devotees are fulfilling. Devotees are Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya. So, how many of you want Chaitanya Charitamrita? There are many devotees who want Chaitanya Charitamrita. Wonderful. To have desire is very nice. And we should fit that desire. If you have sincere desire, Krishna will fill that desire through his devotees. In Krishna consciousness, you don't need anything, you just need desire. Prabhupada had nothing, he only had desire to give Krishna to others. And then everything followed, So, we see so many devotees are having desire to read Chaitanya Charitamrita and become healthy and happy in Krishna consciousness. So, are there any devotee who would like to sponsor Chaitanya Charitamrita? Because if you sponsor on this occasion of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance, you will get so much blessings. And actually, to earn money is difficult, but more difficult is to utilize money in right cause. Many times our Lakshmi gets wasted. Engage your Lakshmi in Krishna's service. And if you give, you will not lose. This engaging Lakshmi in Krishna's service is actually greatest asset, is greatest investment. If you spend this Lakshmi for oneself, it will be called as expense. But if you use this Lakshmi for helping others get Chaitanya, that is called as investment. How many of you understand the difference between the expense and investment? So investment means it will come to you back many more times. It's not a loss. Expense means loss. So Are there anyone who would like to donate Chaitanya to those devotees who Chaitanya Charitamrita? By giving, you'll receive. Okay. So I want that make one line here. Those who want Chaitanya Charitamrita, they can make line here, and those who want to give Chaitanya Charitamrita, they can make line here. Okay. We'll have to first come, first serve. Okay. First come, first serve. Those who want to give Chaitanya Charitamrita donation, they can come and make a line here. Okay. You have some notebook pen, and those who want Chaitanya Charitamrita, they can be here. Okay. We hope and pray by mercy of Lord Chaitanya and his devotees, everybody's desire is fulfilled. Okay. Haribol. Those who want Chaitanya Charitamrita, kindly stand here. Make a line. First come, first serve. Okay. And those who want to donate Chaitanya Charitamrita, they can make a line here. Okay. Those who want to donate Chaitanya Charitamrita, they can make a line. Okay. Anybody? Haribol. Those who want to donate Chaitanya Charitamrita, they can make a line here. Okay. And you can get Chaitanya Charitamrita with at least one copy. Okay. Those who want to donate, make a line here. Okay. This side, my left hand side is line for those who want to donate. Don't worry. If you give, you will receive much more. Your Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance, Gaur Purnima, will become a most memorable. So those who will receive, they will be happy, but those who will give, they will become more happy. How many of you agree with that? Okay. So those who want to receive can come here, my right hand side. Those who want to give, come left hand side. Okay. So yes, Haribol. What name you tell? Adidev Gopinath Prabhu. Which mercy is flowing. Those who want to give, line up here. Those who want to receive, line up here. Okay. Don't worry. Even if nobody gets, we'll just note it down. Krishna will send somewhere. Okay. Yes, Prabhuji. Yes. Anybody wants, please come. Please come. Those who want, please come. Make a line. Okay. Which language? Bengali. Name? Naam bolo. And Shirot Prabhu. Okay. Shirot Prabhu would like to gift Chaitanya Charitamrita to Pitambar Vanmali Prabhu. Haribo! Yeah, yes. Shirot Prabhu. Okay. Yes, anybody else would like to give some gift on this auspicious Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance? Chaitanya. So if you fulfill the desires of Vaishnava, you will get special mercy. Yes, please come. Okay. Those who want to give gift, come to left hand side. Those who want to receive gift, come to right hand side. Okay. Harival. Just another few minutes only. Offer is there. Okay. Only few minutes offer is there. Okay. And don't worry. Those who want, please don't feel shy. And those who want to give, don't worry. Where Lakshmi will come from. You will see that your bank balance will become double. You don't know. This is the love of God, how it was flooding, no? Yes. Which language, Prabhuji? English. Akash Raj. Akash Raj Prabhu. And Chandramukh Keshav Prabhu would like to gift Akash Raj Prabhu. English Chaitanya Charitamrita said, Haribo. Haribo. Yes. Haribo. Yes. What is their name, Prabhu? Ankit Prabhu. Okay. And Abhimanyu Prabhu. Okay. Abhimanyu Prabhu want to give gift to Ankit Prabhu. Which language? English Chaitanya Charitamrita. Okay. Haribo. Haribo. People take loan and build the house, So, if you don't have money, don't worry. Still you can give. Lakshmi will come. The last thing we have to think in Krishna conscious service is Lakshmi. Because when you think of service, Lakshmi is always eager to serve. Okay, so those who want Chaitanya Charitamrita, those who want Chaitanya Charitamrita can come to my right hand side. Don't worry. And those who want to give, come to my left hand side. Okay, those who want to give, come to my last option, last offer. Okay, don't feel shy. Those who want to receive, don't feel shy. Those who want to give, don't feel shy. Okay, last 1 minute offer. Okay. Matajis also can donate. They can donate 2 sets also. Okay. So Prabhupada said, your 2 minutes class, what will it do? But if they take book, that will change their lives. Okay. Yes. Our Chandan Prabhu. Chandan Prabhu wants to gift. You want which Chaitanya English, Hindi, Bangla? Bangla. Okay. Chandan Prabhu will gift Bangla Chaitanya set to Chayan Vishwas Prabhu from Medical College. Haribo. Haribo. Thank you. Okay. So thank you very much. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki jai. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Ita Gaur Premanande. So now we'll request Anant Bhagavan Prabhu to continue discussing glories of Lord Chaitanya. Hare Krishna.